Welcome to this new interview at the Euronaval studio, where we have the chance today to meet Mr. Mark Jacobs from OPTICS11.
Thank you.
Good day.
Thank you for inviting us into this opportunity.
Can you explain us what you're doing?
Yes, we are providing fiber optic sensing solutions, basically. And today we won a prize for the innovative prize for our hydrophone solutions that we developed in the last 6 years.
Wow, that's an amazing prize. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yes.
So what did you do for the last 6 years? You just developed this system? You're talking about fiber, optic fiber?
So it's an underwater microphone. So it's a passive device that microphones, like hydrophones, are available in the military already for a long time, but we are the first one that actually be able to have a fiber optic equivalent of that.
Okay.
So we're able to just measure with light the underwater events that can be analyzed for.
And you dropped up in the water, still attached to the boat?
Yes. So we have different form factors basically of the system. So I brought a single hydrophone,
okay,
which you can just place on the seabed, or you can put a string, like you can see here. But you can also tow it behind a vessel, for instance, a submarine or a small UAV drone or USV,
okay,
to actually drag it along the boat. And then
it means that you have dozens of those microphones, yes, on a line on the back of your
Yes, you
boat.
can see in the video, basically, these are the ones that I currently have. So they're big, bulky electric ones. And we have made this, the equivalent in a fiber optic way, which basically enables other type of platform also to use this kind of technology. Because for the smaller UAVs and drones, like the big, bulky, traditional hydrophone arrays, were not possible to use, but these actually you can.
And why does it work? What's new in this one? Because you won this amazing prize, an innovation prize, and what's the technical benefits of this kind of systems?
Now, first of all, like if you have something in its fibers, you can use. It doesn't emit anything. It's a passive device. It's just a small mandrel with fiber wrapped around. It cannot break in terms of that there are electronics inside, because there is not any.
Okay.
It doesn't have any trouble with electromagnetic interference, so it does not block any signal. It cannot be detected by any other device.
Completely stealth.
Completely stealth. You can have kilometers of cables in front of the hydrophones without any signal loss. It's small. And basically it cannot short circuit. That's very important for water.
Of course.
Because it's the light that goes to the fiber.
Can you talk about your company? Where are you from?
Yes, I'm from the Netherlands, and from Amsterdam. We have a company, OPTICS11 was originally founded in 2011, that's the name of the company. And in the last 6 years we had the idea of, we talked to the Ministry of Defense, and they basically said, we have this great technology that you can sense very sensitive with light, but can you also measure acoustics? And we said, no, I think we can. I don't know exactly why we should do that. But they had told us, like on the current submarine program, we have these clip-on arrays, okay, and they are very bulky, and of course they perform well. But we would rather, for our replacement program, we would like to have something innovative that we can reel inside the submarine, so you're not dependent on a third party platform just to clip on the array on the submarine.
So it means that it's already operational in the Navy.
We are working with the Navy closely. We are next quarter we are going to do a full operational test with the submarine, so we get the opportunity to attach a 64 hydrophone array to one of the Walrus class submarines, and we actually go to sea, and then we go on operational circumstances to show that it actually works.
So validation.
That's pretty cool, because as I said, we're not as big. We are now 40-50 people as part of the company, and to have done all this effort in the last 6 years, finally now it comes together. And
when should it come to life? In the next few months? When
the product is available. We sell like the first prototypes already to different navies. We have a lot of contact within the sonar industry, like on Euronaval. There's a lot of our potential partners that we try to collaborate with, because we do the wet end, basically the sensing array, but you need also the parties that actually interpret the signals. and all the sonar players basically show great interest in this technology, because that allows them to also address different markets.
And why is it important for you to be here at Euronaval? Because of course you were maybe too young 4 years ago to come here.
Yes, we did not really, we hardly exist. Now we saw this as an opportunity because there's quite some traction now, especially also with the situation in the world, for instance with the pipeline explosions that recently happened in the Baltic Sea, that the security of underwater critical infrastructure is quite important. And of course we cannot prevent that something happens to the infrastructure, but we can detect it with something of this. So if even placing different nodes on the seabed, listening what's happening there, what's coming by. It's a UAV, a drone, a diver.
So this is both for seabed warfare and underwater warfare.
And underwater ASW basically. So that's what. And if you would like to, I can explain a bit how this works.
With pleasure.
Basically, what we do, we make part of the fiber sensitive to strain. So there's two mirrors basically in this device. There's one on this side and one on this side. And basically what we do, we measure the distance between the two mirrors very precisely.
Okay.
And when I mean precisely, they do that on femtometer level distance.
Okay.
So if you know a nanometer, which is 1/1,000,000th of a millimeter, 1 million smaller than a nanometer is a femtometer.
Okay.
So just see how small that is. The difference between the two mirrors, basically. And if you wrap the fiber in between, which is basically in this small mandrel, a small acoustic an event hit the mandrel, it slightly deforms the mandrel and therefore stretches basically the fiber, and then we see the differences between the two mirrors, and that's how we detect the signals. And that allows us basically to be so sensitive, because that is unique. It's patented. It's quite a new, revolutionary technology to measure acoustics on this level, basically.
Congratulations. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to have a bigger booth here at Euronaval. That is one of the goals. We have set some goals for ourselves in terms of our growth. We recently got an investment, and we want to grow 10 times basically the revenue in the next 5 years. So that's our next anchor point. And basically we would try to be a fiber sensing solution provider that has solutions in different kind of markets. Like defense is one of the things that we are really proud of, but we're also in the energy market, in the windmill, and we do stuff with roads as well. We have a life science department, so there's all kind of stuff that we make the difference with our small, the very sensitive way of measuring with light.
Lots of perspectives then.
Lots of perspectives. So there's plenty of things that we can show in the upcoming years.
Okay, let's meet in 2 years from now.
I will. Thank you very much
Mark Jacobs, thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you very much.